Eat na ka.
Hello, everyone.
Ayan, yun lang.
Sorry for that bit of
Hello.
technical concern. Sorry. So, again, di pala ka naririnig kanina. So, I'll just admit some of few of our participants. Okay. Since clear na naman, thank you. So, I was mentioning a while back na we have, may I request everyone to kindly turn off your microphone and disable your video while the session is ongoing. We'll give you time later to ask your question. Please refer to the conversation for the Q&A link. You may list your question for our panelists to answer. So this session will be recorded and we'll send the record upon completion of the webinar session. So good morning again. Welcome to SmartBook's webinar session entitled Common Accounting Mistakes. I encourage our audience to type in your name and company to have a spontaneous discussion in a little while. But before we proceed, let us start our session with a short prayer from our SmartBooks Care Officer, Ms. Maricel Verzosa.
Good morning, everyone.
Good
Hindi ako
morning.
So, let's start. Let's put ourselves in the presence of Lord and pray. Dear God, thank you for all the blessings you have given us today. Thank you for bringing us together and allowing us to share our knowledge and time in this session. We pray for your divine wisdom to our speaker so that they will be able to share their knowledge and inspire others to share their God-given blessings. We pray for our participants so that they will be able to glean information essential for their businesses and daily living. We pray for your blessings so that we may go out, spread what we learn, and continue share your blessings to others. We pray for your blessings to the families and less fortunate communities during these challenging times. May you grace us to clean your presence and reflect your goodness to one another. May we be able to give honor and glorify your name. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Sel, for that wonderful prayer. Thank you for joining us in today's session, Common Accounting Mistake That Business Owner Make. With our event title, we're expecting to cover the common accounting mistakes. We have a few, but not all. Then we do have some suggestions in place on how we can address those with one or two ways. Lastly, in today's session is the most interesting part is the roundtable discussion with experts. The idea of this session is to actually help businesses to give them solution to the common problems or mistakes that is cost efficient and hassle free. We have seen quite a good number of entrepreneurs and business owners, as well as our accounting partners here. So it's going to be an interesting session. But before I introduce our main speaker for today, I'd like to say few reminders again. Kindly turn off your microphone and disable your video while the session is ongoing. We'll give you time later to ask your question. Please refer to the conversations for the Q&A link. You may list your questions for our panelists to answer. This session will be recorded and will send a record upon completion of the webinar session. Lastly, we'd like to request everyone to like and follow our social media pages by scanning this QR code. Next slide, please. Kindly scan the social media pages. All right. Thank you for that. So let's now proceed to our main agenda and presenting our speaker. When many entrepreneurs first start, they try to handle their accounting to save money. However, tracking every peso of income, expenses, taxes, and vendor payments is complicated and time consuming. Mistakes can happen and quickly. Some accounting mistakes are minor and significant, and when someone within your business inevitably notices them, easy to correct, but other are more serious and could have a significant effect on your business financial health. Let us now discuss some of these mistakes with our speaker. For today's speaker, she graduated with a degree in business economics from the University of the Philippines, Diliman, with Dean's Medal of Excellence Award. Started as a management trainee in a telco company, our speaker shadowed a leadership team under the Gokongwei Group and eventually led a business district at the age of 21. She moved across countries and gained over 12 years of experience with startup companies covering the Philippines, Vietnam, and Singapore. Currently, she is the youngest in Fast Track Group's leadership team, heading the channel's business operation of SAP products alongside managing Greenstar BPO outsources. Apart from her role in the company, she is also taking up Masters in Development Communication at UP and has received scholarship offers from Masters in the International Business and Entrepreneurship, International Management, and Global Business from the top business schools in the Finland, Canada, and Australia. She is a full-fledged certified management consultant, a globally recognized institute of certified management consultants with skill recognized by two of Australia's most prominent assessment authorities. So without further ado, let's welcome our today's speaker, Ms. Wei Wiso.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Good
Thank you, Steve.
morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. I hope this will be an interesting and interactive active session. I guess we have a good number of attendees, and we also have our partners here to help you with your concerns or questions with regards to your business. So, as business owners, it's imperative that you are involved in all aspects of the operation. Although it doesn't mean that you must be an expert at everything. You know, some may be so lucky or very skilled to wear all those strategic and operations hats very well. But many of us, business owners and entrepreneurs, have may have difficult time with managing one or two aspects of the business. Some of us may not be familiar with IT. Some may be more of a back end type of person, or some may not be good in accounting. And of course, not all business owners, this is a fact that not all business owners have expertise in finance and accounting, and may sometimes, if not often, commit mistakes relating to this. This can be just a simple or honest error, minor mistakes, or sometimes huge mistakes, which is a big no-no. Poor accounting practices can distort the reality of your company's financial health. In previous cases, repeated accounting mistakes or bad accounting practices can lead your business towards insolvency. To avoid these situations, we have listed 15 common accounting mistakes that um, business owners are prone to committing. And we have also included reasons for why these errors can be harmful. So if you want to share some thoughts later on, please click on the raise hand button or type in your questions in the chat box. We also have invited here, as mentioned earlier, accounting partners from FASTA community. They will be introduced later on by Chris, who can also help us elaborate on certain matters. So for our first accounting mistake, I think this is common, very, very common. So one is, the first would be mixing business and personal finances. As they say, never mix work with pleasure or never mix business with pleasure. One of the most common accounting mistakes business owners make is to combine their business and personal finances. It is understandable, especially when a company is just beginning to find its footing or very new or startup. But it is also important to keep these finances separate and distinct to provide a more precise track record of what was really used for business and what is specifically related to personal finances or personal use. Business owners often blur the line between personal finances, and most of their business. And according to a study, more than one quarter, 25% of business owners and managers don't have separate bank accounts for their business. And that's not a good move. Mixing of financial accounts can make it tougher for you to sort out your finances, which could be a big headache when it comes to tax season. It could also be a problem when you apply for a loan or a line of credit, as lenders would want a complete and accurate snapshot of your business finances when they consider you for a loan application. So whether you work in an office or you work at home, it is very important to keep business finances and personal finances separately. So next slide, please. So mistake number 2 is staying unorganized. So organization is a key to running a small business. Not only does your inventory have to be fully stocked or employees should be paid on time, but also your finances need to be in check too. In accounting, organization is critical. That means keeping receipts for all your expenses, using business credit cards or debit cards for your business expenses, keeping books up to date, noting or recording your petty cash expenses accurately, which you incur in the day, which you've incurred during the day. And as I mentioned earlier, not mixing personal and business finances. And the best way to be organized is to have a proper bookkeeping system. Bookkeeping is an act of recording financial transactions, and it is very important in business accounting process. Regardless of what type of financial transaction it is or how big it is, a company must ensure that everything is recorded and categorized. Accurate bookkeeping will help provide business owners a reliable picture of their business health and will provide an understanding of how well or poorly a company has performed in a given period. Bookkeeping records should also help you, or they can be used as a reference by auditors for production of audited financial statements. Thus, proper bookkeeping will increase your chances of compliance. So bookkeeping is essential. It is also essential for companies to use credit and debit card for all business expenses. It can be an easy it can be easy for a business owner to purchase personal credit using a personal credit card. But as mentioned earlier, it would be better for you to have a separate cards or accounts for this. And by staying organized, you'll have all the information you need to make your budget, and it will help you manage your company and file your taxes easier. Number three, this is also a common mistake. I think most of these are common mistake, but throwing receipts or throwing away receipts is a bit more common to all of us. Essentially, this receipt should essentially be kept. This is the rule. Should be the rule. They need to be recollected because receipts are your best friend when it comes to accounting, especially when you do your taxes. So as a small business owner, you can write off your business expenses, such as tools, repairs, insurance, supplies, and so much more. You can apply some deductibles when you file your taxes when you have those receipts. Receipts provide solutions also to any mistakes or gaps in bookkeeping records. And when you find so some specific gaps or mistakes, you can actually refer to these receipts. But if you have nothing to produce or show for reference, it is really hard to prove these certain mistakes to BIR when they come knocking at your door. So, yeah. Number four, let me know if I'm too fast or if you have any questions or if it's not too clear. So, okay. Mistake number four is not recording small transactions. Forgetting or ignoring to record small transactions. It is okay. Okay, yeah. So how does your business manage or record its small transactions? Well, it is straightforward to think of petty cash transactions as unimportant. Sorry. But your company must have a record of all its spending, no matter how big or small it is. So it is this is especially important in retail environments where many transactions are cash based. So small transactions are really although very you think it might be unimportant or insignificant, but when you have them all together, it would be big enough to make to be noted in your financial records. So the key to practical accounting is to record everything, from small transactions to large payments from customers. It's essential to ensure that everything is recorded and categorized correctly in our account. Staying on top of small transactions also helps you become more reliable, more compliant, and it will help you feel more easier to manage your bigger expenses. So by keeping a record of small transactions, you'll be able to easily manage your books as your company grows in size and the number of transactions increases. Mistake number 5 would be getting behind paperwork and reconciliation. Don't wait until the last minute to perform reconciliation. So, as we all know, time is not always on the side of the business owners. They are usually busy wearing many hats that they frequently put off doing books until the end of the week or until of the end of the month or later on. This is a risky strategy because it's easy to get behind on financial statements or reports that must be filed, or you may be late in billing payments. This also means that your financial statements and reports are not current, and it is challenging to make sound business decisions based on this if you're getting behind your paperwork. So you must be able to reconcile your accounts frequently. So what's reconciliation? Reconciliation, we have here our bookkeepers and partner accountants. Reconciliation is the accounting process that ensures that the money you spend or the business spends matches with what is stated in the internal financial records. Performing reconciliation is a vital task that will help business owners and auditors identify any unusual transactions that may result from fraudulent or accounting errors. It can also help business owners verify their cash flow. Small business small business owners typically work with smaller amounts of capital compared to what larger companies have available to them. So, and it's also it's important that conducting regular bank reconciliation is um, important for small business owners. So So from time to time, small costs and expenses that you might not think about at the time that you got it unrecorded, it may have impact to your financial records or financial status. So don't wait until the last minute to perform reconciliation because as business is running and you do not record it accurately or frequently, it runs the risk of letting errors go undetected for extended periods, and errors that are not identified early can snowball, leaving companies with cash shortfalls. So next would be math errors. These can be just small errors, but um, minor errors can also lead to big snowball for accountants and bookkeepers. So I think it's better for us to remind ourselves to check first before we click it or we record the numbers or before we end the day doing our record. Because in the haste or in the hurry of getting accounts done after a long day, it really is possible to make mistakes when you're using an account, even when you're using accounting solutions. Math mistakes can also be a result from posting entries to the wrong account or even just making typo errors. There are also kinds of math errors that you can identify. These these can have cumulative effects to your finances. So some of the errors can include, as mentioned earlier, entering figures in the wrong place or failing to round off figures properly, and just an honest math error. So again, check before you click it. Number 7, poor communication with the bookkeeper. So technology doesn't prevent accounting mistakes because of the term garbage in and garbage out, but accounting mistakes can also be done uh, by purely human error. The person who enters the numbers or the figures in the system needs to transfer them accurately or correctly in the system and enter them in the right place at the right time. And although we do have small mistakes, these should be communicated to bookkeepers because, for example, it's easy for you to forget that you paid someone a bonus in cash or give a cash discount. It's easy to forget that, but when you write it down and you convey it to your bookkeeper, you are all connected and these are all communicated and will be reflected on your book. So does your bookkeeper know what's going on in your business? Your communications between you and your bookkeeper can also result in serious mistakes in your records. or serious mistakes in filing reports. And it could be difficult for you to reconcile these financial statements and would give you more time or trouble to finish these statements and reports, especially during tax season. Therefore, you must keep, of course, therefore you must keep complete information of all your business transactions, and it is even more critical that all these informations are being communicated to your bookkeeper. Next, um, this is very accounting related. So later, I think some questions will be raised regarding this. So we have our accountants, our beloved accounting partners. Profit is not equal to cash flow. So some businesses, especially I have committed this when I had my business way back, my younger years. So um, some business owners assume profit is equal to cash flow. So, but in reality, profits are not the same as cash flow. A business can be profitable, but can also experience negative cash flow. It is in these instances that a company runs the risk of bankruptcy and insolvency. And this is a concept that many business owners fail to understand. Example, you close a 100,000 deal that will take your company 6 months to deliver. So it's going to cost your business 40,000 pesos to fund the project. So you book a 60,000 pesos profit on the deal before you have delivered anything. That's a big mistake. Because what happens is the deal, rather than taking 6 months, runs an issue that causes an additional, let's say, 3 months of delay. Your cost may have increased, making your book profit inaccurate. So it's very tempting for us to write down each deal as income when it happens, because after all, it's, it's good in the eyes. It's new income for your business. But doing so can make your company seem healthier than it is and give you a distorted picture of your company's actual condition. So when your company makes sales, you shouldn't record it as income until you deliver it to the client. Recording sales as revenue before providing a product to the client can give you a false state of profitability. Since most decisions regarding business expansions are based on the business financial records, chances are that you will not make decisions based. Chances are with this assumption is that you will make decisions based on inaccurate data. So when analyzing accounting records, business owners should try business owners should try to understand their cash position and what it affects. Identifying the key drivers of a business cash flow can help business owners better manage their costs and help improve their bottom line. Next, mistake number 9, no clear budget. Does your company start projects without assigning each a clear budget? Going into a project without any idea of how much it could end up costing your company is an easy way to end up spending far more than what you intended. Failing to budget effectively also makes it difficult for you to succeed in a project that has cost your company more than it should have. Because this can cause your company to spend its limited funds on projects that won't actually produce a return on investment. So it is essential for you to set a clear budget before you start your project. Number 10, concentrating on the short term, or we call it short-sightedness. With the day-to-day matter of running a business, it is essential. It is easy for business owners to be preoccupied on the short term and completely forget about the future. But when you have a proper bookkeeping in place, you'll know that it's not just keeping track of today's statistics. It's more about estimating the future growth and recognizing any financial risk from the current financial decisions that you made and the results of your financial decisions. Mistake number 11. Uh, Next, yeah. Failure to consider financial ramifications. So you should understand that making capital expenditures on property, plant, and equipment will deplete your cash reserves in short run and will also affect the cash reserves during tax time. Therefore, if you intend to make large purchases, you should also consider financing alternatives if the purchase is likely to impact your business cash flow severely. Experts warn dipping Experts do warn business owners that on dipping too far in your business cash reserves, that it can expose your business to financial risk in various ways. So when you purchase equipment, you can consider spreading payment terms over time using either finance or operating lease, or getting a bank loan is also an alternative, especially if the equipment you want to purchase requires periodic updates or you need to use it for a short term. So considering financing alternatives will help you save your business from depleting your cash reserves or cash flows. These can help save your company also from making mistakes in the long run. Mistake number 12. Next, please. Not using an accounting software. So during the initial stage of a business owners will generally like to minimize all their expenses. This is normal. Many will record their finances on Excel spreadsheets or paper ledger for accounting related tasks. Manual-based accounting methods often cause accounting mistakes as these are inefficient and prone to errors. One of the simplest ways to avoid making accounting mistakes is to utilize the right business tools. So if you're keeping track of your business finances in an Excel sheet or a paper ledger, you may want to consider upgrading to a software. And investing in the right accounting software can help you avoid mistakes and make it easier for you to handle finances. Cloud accounting software can help reduce errors and make it easier for business owners to manage their finances whenever and wherever they are. The best accounting software has all extensive functionalities that can allow to generate reports, allow you to see your financial snapshots constantly with an updated information of your company's health. By having an accounting software, you would be able to consolidate all your company's financial data from multiple sources, and business owners better will be able to manage their accounts payable, accounts receivable better, and reduce the chance of incurring bad debt. Another mistake from business owners is thinking that technology is always the answer. Spending money in accounting system does not guarantee accounting mistakes will be completely evaded or removed. That's not how it works. You have to understand that you still need humans to make technology or the accounting system work properly. Not setting up an accounting system properly could also limit your reporting capability and provide incomplete information that results in bad business decisions or bad business choices. And I think not all accounting systems are programmed with the same features and functionality. Some accounting systems may be too basic while some accounting systems are robust enough to simplify your business processes like SmartBooks Cloud Accounting. 14. No proper documentation and backup procedures. A business will eventually need to conduct an audit. During this process, auditors will scrutinize a company's financial information to determine whether their financial statements present an accurate, fair, and complete picture of their business. Favorite media. The audit process can be long and complicated as auditors will need to inspect multiple sources of information. Therefore, proper documentation procedures can help facilitate this process. In this digital age where everything lives on cloud or an app, it's understandable that people don't save their paperwork. But BIR may want copies of your paperwork during an audit. So if a business does not have documentation process, they risk non-compliance if an auditor requests to see certain pieces of information. If a company is requested to produce documentation to support transactions and won't be able to provide support, it can face possible fines and penalties. Of course, digitalization is the new norm, but you have to make sure that you have backup of of documents such as business tax returns, payroll tax records, employee information, business ownership records, accountant records, and all other important paperwork. So imagine if the device on which you stored or your business financial information was lost, hacked, or stolen, and you didn't have backup. You didn't have it backed up anywhere else. These issues can arise at any time, and you need to be prepared to restore your book. Good thing there are many backup options available that will enable you to keep an extra up-to-date copy of your business financials. You can also check with your accounting software if they do have backup options, and you can check with them on their data privacy and policies regarding backup and restore. Lastly, not seeking professional help. So many business owners would prefer to perform accounting duties in-house to minimize costs. Again, this is true, especially when a company is just new and small. While this may work initially, this method may not be effective as your business grows. During the growth stage of your company, accounting needs will also increase in proportion. And not many business owners are qualified to, or have a deep understanding of accounting, tax strategies, or managing business assets. Not many owners are familiar with setting up business entities to capitalize a specific business structure. And you need an expert advice and an experienced accountant to maximize income and minimize taxes. Right? Hiring a professional will help you minimize the potential errors in critical areas such as tracking, paying vendors on a timely basis, balancing bank accounts, and staying on top of payroll. Accounting in your small business doesn't just also involve keeping the books for tax purposes, but it's also a vital device for saving money and identifying waste, fraud, and theft. That's why it's also critical for business owners to hire professional accountants instead of trying to do the books by themselves or delegating the work to inexperienced staff members. If you're thinking to get, or if you don't have yet your accountant, you can identify a service provider who can assist you with the accounting needs by looking for a firm that's, one, of course, licensed and registered according to the government laws and regulations. Second, these firms should understand how to utilize the latest accounting software. And third, these accounting firms should have experience in companies or similar industries and similar business sizes as your businesses. So you have also what we call it the client references. And but if you can't afford a full time or in-house financial professional, another option is also to hire a freelance bookkeeper or accountant that works remotely. And if you're still looking for one, be if you're looking for one accountant, maybe a firm or freelance, let us know. We can help you link up with one of our accounting partners. So okay, that's the 15 one. Let me show you the summary of the common accounting mistakes. So you have these 16. Again, running a business is very essential. In running a business, it's essential to stay on top of your finances. Many business owners may recognize that accounting is critical to their company, but still fail to invest in it properly. During the initial stage of a business, it's common to see business owners take accounting responsibilities on themselves. However, as many owners do not come from an accounting background, they often make mistakes. These are errors that could easily be avoided if they were familiar with fundamental accounting principles. Second, accounting can also be useless when records are not kept accurately. It's not just records made when entering transaction data into spreadsheets or failing to reflect that you paid a bill, but it's when you're not serious in your bookkeeping. Inaccurate financial tracking can leave your business vulnerable to losing money and setting yourself up for more headaches when it comes to tax returns. And not being not serious in your bookkeeping will give you also problems that can get in the way of growing your business. Lastly, learning when to use tools or hiring professionals to help in areas you struggle with can be one of the most significant make or break for a company. It's essential that your accounting system, whether it's just you or a spreadsheet or the person hired to maintain your book, keep track of every transaction so that you can accurately gauge the health of your business. You should talk to your trusted accountant to discuss this further. And if you're still looking for one, again, you can contact us and we'll link you up to one of our accounting partners. I guess these concludes my part. Have Keith I'll turn this over to Keith for the Q&A and some more insights. Thank you, Keith.
All right. Thank you, Ms. May, for sharing those insights. I believe we have covered a good number of items that would help business owners reevaluate their companies and how they run their businesses, at least in the accounting and financial aspect. Now, before we open the floor together with our panelists for the Q&A, I'd like to quickly share how smart books can help address these mistakes, shared by Ms. May. Next slide. SmartBooks Cloud Accounting is a web-based application that aims to help business owners, bookkeepers, and accountants increase their efficiency and productivity. As we quickly go through the slide, you will see how SmartBooks organizes your books with readily available financial reports, eliminates math errors due to manual recording of transactions, secure your data for future reference, allows you to make well-informed business decisions with real-time accurate data for your company, and encourage good communication and coordination with your bookkeeper or accountant. Next, please. SmartBooks was developed by business consultant and ERP expert for micro businesses since its launch in 2016. SmartBooks has continuously made software updates to fit to the accounting standards and the Philippine business regulation, particularly with BIR. SmartBooks strategically partnered with Fast Track Solutions, an IT consulting company known to be SAP's first and only platinum partner in the country. Through this partnership, we have extended our resources and capacity to replicate global and local best practices for micro and small businesses. SmartBooks can be maximized with the help of over 40 accounting partners in FASTA community who are part of our three levels of support. Our panelists for today are accredited member of FASTA Core. Currently, we are serving more than 150 business partners in various industries. We are seeking continuous growth over the next 5 to 10 years as we may to be the best valued digital technology partner of MSMEs in the country. SmartBooks Cloud Accounting is a digital cloud technology designed to Philippine small businesses. SmartBooks is the perfect cloud accounting system in today's business. Design is based on the global accounting standards. It offers the best value solution to manage core function of your business, from accounting and financials, purchasing to inventory and sales. It is developed with deep dive, user friendly features to help small businesses think and run like big company. It is easy to use, quick to set up, and ready with BIR reports in that file format. More importantly, it provides flexibility, mobility, and security at the best possible value with Amazon Web Services hosting. Just to give you quick and few samples of SmartBook reports, we have balance sheet, profit and loss statement, and trial balance. Now, just to give you a quick comparison to other cloud accounting systems, SmartBooks have reports such as balance sheet, profit and loss, cash flow under financial module. It has approval features, a readily BIR report with that file format, which will be discussed and explained further later. Purchase module with AP and expense reports. Sales module has AR report. You can add inventory module with tracking under premium subscription, and SmartBook also have other modules like production and fixed assets. Special features on multi-company, multi-currency, dat file, and customization for special requirements. And for add-on, we have budget module, multi-branch feature, and serial numbering. Again, SmartBooks has completed the important features and functionalities in an accounting system for a Philippine setting. SmartBooks can extract BIR reports in that file format, such as we have BIR 2550M, 2550Q, 2307, 0619E, 0619F, 1601EQ, 1601FQ, summary list of sales, summary list of purchases, summary alpha list of withholding tax, and BIR map. So SmartBooks can help you compute automatically VAT, withholding taxes, and generate BIR reports and other accounting reports. Next slide, please. This solution is a best value investment. Just to give you an additional idea, SmartBooks has two different type of licenses. One, we have Lite, another one is Premium. With Premium, there is inventory and fixed asset module, while Lite does not have. Lite costs 1,499 per user per month, while Premium costs 1,999 pesos per user per month. There's also a minimal one-time payment called implementation fee for the setup of the business or the system. This is related to perfectly align your business process with SmartBooks. You don't need to worry on the setup since this will be handled by our highly competent partners called FastaCore. With their help, you'll be able to transition from manual or another system to SmartBooks Cloud Accounting. Okay, now that we have shared the common accounting mistakes of business owners and how SmartBooks Cloud Accounting can help you, let's move on to the answering and to your questions. Right now, we have good number of accounting partners in FASTA community who can help us answer your questions. To quickly introduce them, let's start. We have Mr. Rommel Corpus, Managing Partner of Bong Corpus and Company. Hi, Sir Bong. Kindly turn on your mic and your camera to show and introduce manage your company.
Hello, yeah, I'm Bong Corpus. My office is in Quezon City. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, Sir Bong. Okay yung mic natin for later. Next is Sir Sonny Del Rosario, President of LifeQuest Training and Consultancy Corporation. Hi, Sir Sonny.
Good morning, everyone. This is Sunny. I'm the president of LifeQuest Training and Consultancy Corporation. I'm located in Makati.
Okay. Next is Sir Jose Kiawit, CEO and owner of JLQ Accounting and Management Consultancy Service. Medyo mahaba. Hi, Sir Jose. Kindly turn on your mic and your camera.
Hello everyone, I'm Jose Kiawit from JLQ Accounting and Management Consultancy Service. We have an office in Salcedo Street, Legazpi Village in Makati, and we have here in Alpha Grandview, Malate, Manila. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Jose. Next is Sir Joe Gran, accounting and taxation expert of Bivy Outsourcing Inc. Hi, Sir Joe.
Hello, good morning. Um, our office is I'm the accounting and tax manager of Bivy Outsourcing Inc. and our office is located in Makati. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. Now, next is Sir CJ Formaran, Dean, College of Business Admin and Accountancy, and a YouTube creator of Dean CJ Accounting Lectures. Hi, Sir
Hello,
CJ.
hello everyone. Good morning. My name is Dean CJ Formaran, and I'm located here at Lucena City, Calayan Educational Foundation Incorporated. And also, sabi nga, I am a YouTube creator or content creator of Dean CJ Accounting Lectures, which provides free accounting lectures sa lahat ng mga gustong matuto, both students and practitioners. So, hello everyone.
Okay, thank you for that. Next is Ms. Marie Annette Marimon, System Consultant and Managing Partner of LinkEd Information Solutions, Inc. Hi, Ms. Annette. Let's check your mic and please turn on your camera. Miss Annette? Hello? Okay. While waiting, start muna tayo sa next. Balikan natin si Ms. Annette. Next is Ms. Tess Armada, CPA, COO of Armada Accounting and Business Consultancy. Hi, Ms. Tess. Check natin yung mic.
Hello, good morning. I'm Tess Armada from Iloilo.
Okay. Now, ulit tayo. Hi, Miss Annette. Check po natin yung mic mo.
Hello?
Yan. From System
Hello?
Consultant and Managing Partner of LinkEd Information Solutions, Inc. Here's Miss Annette. Sige, naririnig na kita.
Yes, hello and good morning, everyone. So, I'm Annette and I'm the Systems Consultant and Managing Partner of Link Info Solutions. So, I'm based in Cebu City.
All right, thank you. Lastly, Smartbook Solutions Architect, Ms. Loveline Talus. Hi, Love.
Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Lovelyn Talosig, but you can call me Love, you can call me Lovely, you can call me Lovelyn, kung saan kayo mas comfortable. I'm the Smartbook Solutions Architect.
Ayan. Ako mas gusto ko love. Para sweet. Okay. We are now complete. Let us start our question and answer discussion. So for us to answer your question, kindly type it in the message box. Ito yung kanina pang nakalagay sa message box natin. Yung link is nandyan for us to answer few of your the audience's questions. So pa-type na lang. So we have prepared questions to our accredited FastTrack partners, and let us start. My first question is, okay, this is for you, Sir Bong. So parang beauty queen pala, no? This is for you, Sir Bong. How long do you need to keep receipts? Is it still needed even you have an accounting system?
Okay. All right. So how long do we need to keep our receipt, no? So meron tayong revenue regulation, no, for that in accordance with RR number 17, 2013. Sabi doon, taxpayers are required to preserve other forms of accounting records such as invoices, vouchers, as well as receipts, no, for a period of 10 years. Ayan, 10 taon. Pero yung RR na yan, it was already amended, no? Initially yung bagong RR, yung RR number 5-2013, 2014 and they inserted yung use of ESS o yung tinatawag na electronic storage systems. So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Ang ibig sabihin nun, pwede natin gamitin na, no? We can now preserve yung mga invoices natin, yung mga vouchers, mga resibo, no? We can now preserve this using yung ESS. Pero merong ano yan, merong requirements, no? At nakalista yun sa RR. Pero syempre, kahit na gumagamit na tayo ng ano, we're using images, PDF files, or otherwise, that we could store dun sa ESS na tinatawag, we still need to comply dun sa 10-year rule, no? Pero ngayon, doon sa bagong RR, malinaw doon na yung 10 taon, hinati nila, no? 5 years yan. Yung 5 years na retention ng mga current files mo using manual, no? And others, you could already store it 5 years using yung ano, yung electronic ano, yung ESS na tinatawag, no? Again, following yung mga requirements ng revenue regulation. So yung second question, what if we are using an accounting system, no? So, paano nga ba kung meron tayong accounting system? So, 10 taon pa rin ba? 10 years pa rin ba? Yes, of course, 10 years pa rin yan, no? So, printed copy, hard copy, kasi ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung accounting system kasi is practically different from an ESS. Magkaiba po talaga yan, no? Pero kung yung accounting system natin, I don't know with SmartBooks if we are already using OCR, no? But if our accounting system is capable of storing PDF files, it could capture images, and we could store it, like upload yung mga digital captured invoices and receipts, the question is, 10 taon pa rin ba? Yes, 10 taon pa rin yan, no? And we will adhere dun sa 5 years rule. Basta ang bottom line, 10 years yung ano, yung retention ng resibo natin. Yun po yun. Maraming salamat po.
All right. Thank you, Sir Bong. So the summary or bottom line of that one is we need to have the yung period of 10 years of our OR. So previously yung RR 1726, sabi doon is 10 years, but the new RR 5 2014, sabi 5 years retention of the manual ORs or the ORs and 5 years to sa ESS. Though para safe, 10 years ang gawin natin. Thank you. All right. Sir Sonny, you're next. What are the advantages and disadvantages of an on-premise versus cloud-based accounting system? Okay, maganda to. Hi, Sir Sonny.
Hi, thank you for the question.
Beauty queen nga. Okay.
Many advantages and benefits to using a cloud-based accounting system, but let me just focus on 3. Okay, and the most important benefit, I guess, is the cost savings of using a cloud accounting system compared to an on-premise accounting system. First of all, if you choose to use an on-premise accounting system, you will need to significantly invest in hardware. You know, you need a server, you will need a safe physical location for your server. Okay, you will need network cabling. Okay, and you also will need a physical security system to make sure that your on-premise accounting system is properly secured. Now, another aspect of cost savings is on license fees. Okay, with a cloud accounting system, normally you just pay a monthly subscription fee, which is way lower than the fees that you pay if you opt for an on-premise accounting system. With an on-premise accounting system, you need to pay, for example, installation fees. You'll need to pay the license for using the software. You also will need to pay tech support every time you need tech support from the developer of the system. With a cloud-based accounting system, you don't need to pay any of those things, just the subscription fee. Now, another aspect of cost savings is on personnel. Okay? With a cloud-based accounting system, you don't need specialized tech staff, okay, in your office all the time to support your accounting system. But with an on-premise accounting system, you will need somebody who's knowledgeable in maintaining your computer system. for making sure that your on-premise accounting system works properly. So that's the most important benefit, cost savings. The second most important benefit of a cloud accounting system is reliability. Okay? With a cloud accounting system, you don't need to worry about updates to the software. Like, for example, if there's a new tax ruling or there are new tax rates, those are updated to the cloud-based system by the developer of the software. You don't need to worry about that. With an on-premise accounting system, you need to wait for somebody from the developer's office to come to your location and update your system, maybe on-site, or maybe they could do it uh, from another location. But still, there's still some waiting time for that. So the cloud-based accounting system gives you automatic and near real-time updates. Now, next to that, with the cloud accounting system, because it is hosted in the cloud using web services, like Amazon Web Services, backup and restoration of data are automatic. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. That is done by the hosting service. Okay, and of course, because the backup and restoration of data is already built into the cloud, you don't need a redundancy system. With an on-premise accounting system, you need to duplicate your system just in case the primary system breaks down. Okay. Now, the third most important benefit, and I think an advantage of cloud accounting, especially during these times where many of us work from home, is mobility. Okay, with a cloud-based accounting system, you can access your database, your accounting database, for as long as you have an internet connection using your device. But with an on-premise accounting system, you will need special interface software and hardware if you want to connect to your office accounting system, and that's not cheap. So to summarize, those are the three most important advantages of using a cloud accounting system. One is cost savings, the second one is reliability, and the third one is mobility.
All right. Thank you for summarizing it. Very well said. I just want to add, that's correct. Those are the advantages of having a cloud-based accounting system. So I'd like to highlight or emphasize the support. Since this is through online, you don't need to wait for the support personnel to come over. So everything can be done through online. And together, once you are subscribed, if we have upgrades or updates with the system, you're part of it for free, included to your subscription. So I think very well said. Thank you, Sir Sonny, for that. Next is, this is your question, Sir Jose. How do I start with budgeting? Nako, mahirap to. Problem ko din yan.
Okay, good morning. First, before we jump into how to create a business budget, let's quickly cover what a business budget is and why it is important for business. Okay? First, a business budget is an overview of our business finances. It outlines key information on both current state of our finances, including our income and expenses, and our long-term financial goals. Because our budget will play a key role in making sound financial decisions for our business. It should be the first task that we should tackle. Okay? Why is it important? Ano ang purpose ng budget? Number one, make sound financial decisions. In many ways, the budget is like a financial road map. It helps us to evaluate our business finances currently stand and what we need to do hit our financial goals. Okay, which is the sales and net income. Second, we have to identify. We have to cut spending or grow revenue, and then because um, it identify areas to decrease our spending or increase our revenue, which will increase our profitability in the process. Okay, so those are the purpose of budget. Okay, that's all. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Sir Jose. So we need to say financial decision and cut spending to increase revenue. Okay. Medyo mahirap yung tanong na yun. Now, next question is, can you answer this, Sir Joe? Shall I apply for CAS or computerized accounting system or loose leaf if my business is small?
Okay, good morning again, everyone. To answer, with all the benefits of having an accounting software such as automatic invoicing, ease of recording and tracking transactions and related information, simplified tax compliance, real-time reporting, save working hours, and reduce paperwork, it is highly recommended even for a small business. But still, it depends on the nature of your business and budget you have. So if you have enough budget to avail an accounting software, well, definitely you should have the same. Further, if you are in a trading company selling goods or have a multiple monthly transactions, accounting software will be definitely helpful. For services companies with little transactions, having accounting software is still recommended. But if you're in a tight budget, you should weigh the cost and benefits of having one. But nowadays, multiple system providers such as SmartBooks offer low-cost accounting system, and the said cost may be considered as your investment in your accounting. So for BIR purposes, both CAS and loose leaf registration use accounting software. The main difference is that the loose leaf requires manual submission of printed bounded books generated from the software, while in CAS, BAR reporting requires submission of the file of the generated report. So lastly, with the recent issuance of RMC 5 2021, the taxpayer now are not required to secure the PTU to use the system. So in short, you don't need to wait 6 months or at least a year to validly use the system. So that is one of the main reasons why you should consider using an accounting system now. I think.
All right. Thank you. So you
Thank
need to
you.
weigh your cost, the cost and the benefits, and it is still important talaga to have an accounting system, either on premise or cloud. But for me, it's very helpful to have a cloud solution so that anytime, anywhere, you can just access this one. Okay, next. So your turn, Sir CJ. What is the difference between customer advances and customer down payment?
Okay, thank you, Miss Keith, and good morning again, everyone. So before we answer the difference or the differences between the customer down payment and customer advances, let's go to the similarity. Okay, so if we say customer advances, so on our part, we receive the advance payment of the customer. That's why ang treatment natin doon is deferred revenue or an obligation, in which ano yung obligation na yon? Our obligation is to deliver the services or the products na binibili ng ating client. That's why nagbigay nga sila ng advance payment. Ngayon, ang similarity nito sa customer down payment is that customer down payment is also an advance payment. Okay, so that's the similarity. Let's go to the difference or the differences. Okay, pag sinabi natin kasing customer down payment is only a portion of the whole contract price. Okay, so a portion lang siya. While for the customer advances, pwede siyang portion and then pwede rin siyang full payment. Okay, so that's the difference between or the basic difference between the customer down payment and customer advances or advance payment. So thank you.
All right. Thank you. Sobrang daling intindihin. So, down payment is just a portion of the whole contract, while it's almost the same. Yun nga lang, with the other one is it can be other portion or the whole payment. Okay. Next this is for you, Miss Annette. Do I need to file taxes even though I'm not profiting or I don't have any transactions within the period?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. So, of course, no, definitely it's being stated there when you secure your 2303 in the COR, it's explicitly stated there that as a reminder, you should always file the appropriate filing as required in the COR. So if in your registration you have income tax to be filed quarterly and annual or other filing tax returns appropriately scheduled as stated there in your COR. So failure to file it accordingly with or without operations will have to pay for the appropriate penalties. So often makakaligtaan yan ng mga business owners, especially if they are new or yung mga business owners na hindi nag-a-attend ng orientation sa BAR kasi they just actually somehow relied with their bookkeeper. So of course, if they have the bookkeepers already, it's the responsibility of the bookkeepers to file it accordingly as scheduled there in the filing return schedule. So, but there are also, we also understand that there are also business owners would who cannot afford yet, no? Labi na for ano, yung lalo na yung mga startup. So they would want to do it by themselves. So yun lang yung ano concern kasi hindi nila na-anticipate or they actually mislook or overlook that whether they don't have any operations for the given quarter, still they should file the appropriate returns to avoid penalties.
Yes. Okay. So, as stated, doon daw sa 2303 natin, nakasulat, we need to file appropriate yung mga dapat natin i-file and for us not to pay penalties. Okay, yun yung pinaka nag-ano sa akin. Ayoko magbayad ng penalty. So, we need to comply. Okay, next is, Miss Tess, what is your thought to this question? How is it important to be organized and have chart of accounts?
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good
I'm Tess from
morning.
Iloilo. And the question is all about having chart of accounts. One of the mistakes discussed by Miss May a while ago is being disorganized. So having chart of accounts will help us stay organized. We know that chart of account is a listing of accounts that the company has identified and made available for recording transactions in the GL or in the general ledger. So basically, it is a system for categorizing as well as classifying all our transactions according to the accounts they affect. So our chart of accounts will depend on the size of the company. So there are chart of accounts which runs up to, let's say, 50 chart of accounts, and there are simple organizations which would only have lesser number of accounts in their chart. And the type, it will also depend on the type of organization and the industry uh, where the company belongs. So the chart of account is useful for analyzing past transactions and using historical data to forecast future trends. So we talked about budgets a while ago. So having a good chart of accounts would help entrepreneurs or businesses understand their past transactions and also make good budget forecasts. Also, we can make use of standard chart of accounts, but as a piece of advice, it would be good for you to ask help from professionals to help you assess your chart of accounts, whether they are effective in addressing your concerns, most especially in terms of analyzing the results of your businesses and business operations, and whether the your objectives or financial objectives are being met. So for chart of accounts to effectively serve its purpose, it is best to tailor-made it with the end in mind That is to have a clear view and understanding of the financial reports, which are the final output of the accounting process. So the objectives of financial reporting, which could be for management purpose or for tax purposes or for general purpose, could be met by having a good start. So having a good start means, in this case, having a appropriate accounts in place in the company's chart of accounts. So it's best for you to, if you're not sure whether you have a good set of accounts already in place, you could ask the professionals to help you out. Thank you.
Okay, so basically it's a listing of account made available. So this will help us understand transaction and make good budget. So with SmartBooks, we have default chart of accounts, but again, as mentioned as by Miss Tess, so it's good to have a tailored made na chart of accounts. So through our accounting experts or our FCOR partners, if you are gonna push through with SmartBooks, so we can help you fix your chart of accounts and then know your business process and then tailor fit it sa ating SmartBooks Cloud accounting system. Okay, for the last question, and then after this we are gonna check the Q&A, yung Google Drive natin. So, Love, are you ready? Okay.
Hello.
So, what do I need to prepare before getting an accounting system?
Okay. So, before getting an accounting system, you will need to prepare, of course, yung master data. So, we have customer master data. So, this one is for those that are coming from manual or yung other system, customer master data, we will be needing that one. But for startup, okay lang naman if hindi pa siya available. And then we will also need yung supplier master data, and then bank accounts, and item master data if you have inventory for sales and for purchase. Ayan, you will be needing yung item master data. And also the beginning balances for each account. You also need to prepare that one. And then you don't need to worry naman if you're getting an accounting system, especially with SmartBooks. Our implementors will be the one to help you with the following document that is needed to be set up sa system para once na mag-go live na or yung system will be hand over sa inyo, ready to use nyo na siya. And we will also need lastly yung mga signed documents, of course. And if you want a list of the documents that we'll be needing, we can give it to you. So you can ask Miss Kit or me for those documents. But if you are taking notes right now, I can give you the list. So first one we will be needing, of course, is yung completed scoping questionnaire. So this one is important for us to assess if kaya ni SmartBooks yung business process nyo. And then we will also be needing yung signed end user subscription agreement, signed SmartBooks terms of agreement, copy of your company's BIR registration certificate, or yung form 2303. Yes. And then we'll also be needing a copy of company signatory government ID and signed SmartBooks implementation agreement.
All right. Okay, thank you for that. Napaka-complete, no? So talagang very important na for us to organize and prepare para pag nag-cloud accounting tayo, na digitalize na tayo, maging maximize natin yung use, maging efficient and effective and very easy na lang yung magiging transaction natin with a cloud solution. So let us check our Q&A Google Drive to check and answer our audience's question. Love, can you check the link provided? Pakita natin. To our panelists, kindly click the raise hand if you want to answer the question. Okay. First question, is SmartBook Cast ready for BIR registration? Who would like to answer this one? I think magandang sagutin to ni Baivy. Okay. So, let me answer na lang. Okay, so Smartbooks is BIR compliant naman siya. And based on our discussion with head of BIR, so the developer will not register for CAS, but the end user. So the end user can register Smartbooks for a cloud-based accounting system. We have few already. We are encouraging actually everyone that are using the Smartbooks cloud accounting system. But meron na tayong successful na CAS accredited for the CAS or the CAS accreditation. So meron lang naman mga few technical documentation na kailangan which we are gonna provide. So we are gonna help you together with our FCOR partners to register for a CAS. Okay. Sige, next question. Can we register customized SmartBooks invoices as part of the ATP?
Would anyone like to answer this one? Or
Wala pang nag-raise ng hand, so Love, can you help us with this one?
can we register customized SmartBooks invoices as part of the AP? So yes po, we can register this sa my BIR, and also our implementers can also help you with this one. Yes.
If you have follow-up question, guys, you can just inform us. Pwede ka sa message box or dito sa ating Google Link Drive. Okay. Next, number 3, for system questions. So does SmartBooks has refund history?
Okay. So, a refund history in SmartBooks, we can generate several reports, and included na doon, of course, meron tayong sales returns and purchase returns list that we can check yung mga na-cancel, and also for the cash inflow and cash outflow, we can check yung mga na-cancel.
Alright. Thank you for that. Ako may question ako habang naghihintay tayo. Parang meron sa number 4 na magta-type eh. Naka-highlight siya. So, give time tayo sa kanya. So, my question sa ating panelists, sa ating mga FCOR partners. What do you think is the advantage of having an accounting system in BIR tax filing process? Ano ang benefit or advantage pag meron kang accounting system in BIR tax filing process? From our partners.
Hello?
Yan. I think that's Annette. Tama
Yeah.
ba? Okay. Help me answer mo nga tong question ko.
Yeah, so for any accounting system that's, especially if it's aligned with the BIR guidelines or rulings now, so it's really beneficial for any businesses to adopt it so that it would be more streamlined. And whenever there's these the filing return is already due for that period, then it would be more convenient and easy for the user or for the accountant to just generate the report accordingly, as long as it's according to the required file by the BIR, like the dot file, and then they will just have to upload it to the BIR site. For example, if it's an EFPS. So it would be really convenient kasi hindi ka na go over sa Excel, no? Because usually for startups or for any new businesses, of course, we always start with the manual way of recording it. So we would adopt the Excel for all of our recording. So if you have an accounting system ready, BIR ready, so it would be much easier to just generate the file and just upload it to the BIR site.
Correct. Thank you. So, if you have an accounting system, it will be easier and faster for you to generate. As long as your accounting system can generate BIR yung BIR natin. And the good thing about SmartBooks is we have already the that file format for you to just validate it to the BIR system. Okay, I think meron na. Ayan. How about, so number 4 tayo. How about
I think
activity?
Sir Jojo is raising his hand.
Okay. Oo nga, Sir
Jose,
Jose,
would you like to add something?
would you like to add something? Or would you like to answer question number 4?
No, sorry. It was already answered by Miss Annette.
Okay. Naunahan.
Yan ang anak ko.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Sige. Marami pa tayong questions. Okay, next. Number 4. I-lower hand ko lang, Sir Jose. Okay. Next question. How about activity logs? Do we have audit trail for activity logs? Okay, this is a system question again, love.
Yes, okay. So we have an audit trail log available in SmartBooks, and that one is very important for control, no? So we can see there yung mga ginawa ni user, kung nag-add ba siya ng following documents, including yung document number, kung may in-update siya sa document, nakikita natin yon. And then you can also see there not only yung mga transactions na yun, but also even yung login and change password. And I think this one is also needed kay BIR if ever you decide to file for CAS. So yes, we have this in SmartBooks.
Yes. As mentioned a while back, meron tayong mga clients na nagpa-cast for SmartBooks. And part yun talaga ng requirement ni BIR. So I can guarantee you na meron siya kay SmartBooks Cloud Accounting System. Number 5. Any plans of integrating all the BIR compliance reports? As mentioned a while back, baka late lang na naka-attend, the system or SmartBooks Cloud Accounting can generate BIR reports in that file format. So you don't need to manually integrate this one. So you can just use that file format and then validate this one to the BIR system. But if you wanted to have it CAS ready, we and our partners can help you with that one. Okay, may nag-highlight na number 6. Wait natin. So ako muna. Ako, mauubusan yata ako ng question, ha? While waiting. Okay. Baka naman may mga tax question din kayo habang nandito yung mga CPAs natin for them to help you. Okay. Am I required to issue official receipts or OR even if my customer do not ask for it? So medyo na-attach na yung kanina yung kailangan meron tayong OR for 10 years. But the question right now is, kapag hindi humingi ba si customer ng OR, kailangan pa rin ba tayo mag-issue? Feeling ko very easy question na to sa ating mga partners. Sino kaya pwedeng mag-answer from our panelists? Mag-roll call ba ako? Yan. May nag-raise hand. Sir Jojo or Sir Jose.
Okay. Yes, of course. For every transactions rendered to the customer's purchase of goods or services provided, all businesses are required to issue the official receipt. It is mandatory.
Okay. Tama. Kahit anong mangyari, we need to issue OR. Kahit hindi nag-ask. So let's make it sa practice na natin na automatic, we should do that one. So meron tayong number 6. Does the system include tax computation for forecasting or budget purposes? This is a system question. Who would like to answer? Again, does the system include tax computation for forecasting or budget purposes? Hello?
Yes, hello. So, does the system include tax computation for forecasting or budgeting purposes? Yes po. So we have computations for VAT and withholding tax since this is also needed for the BIR reports. We have that, yes.
Okay, thank you. And the system is very flexible if you wanted to customize it, to have it integrate with other third party. So that's also possible. Of course, there's a separate payment for that one. Though the good thing about it is the system is flexible to address all your requirements. So kung meron kayong specific na gustong itsura ng layouts for the reports, if you want to have additional module na kayo lang meron, if you wanted to integrate for a POS or payroll system, that's also possible. So, ayan, may magsusulat na sa 7. So, we are very flexible and the system is very reliable. So, lahat ng accounting needs natin, basic accounting needs natin is naka-SmartBooks na. And we can extract all reports in Excel and PDF for the, I'll mention few. Ang natatandaan ko, we have profit and loss, aging, balance sheet, trial balance, and the BIR that file format. We also have that one. The system can also generate that for you. Sige, habang nagta-type yung pang number 7 natin, naka-highlight, pakita ako ng next slide, love. We have promo for this month. So while waiting pa dun sa nagta-type, for those who are interested, we have a SmartBooks promo for this month. You can make smarter business decision with SmartBooks Cloud Accounting. You can have 2+1 promo. For terms and condition, kindly contact me via email or my mobile number for us to assist you. So nandiyan yung email ko. You can ask me the terms and condition, and for a demo together with our partner, we can set a schedule for that. So that's keith.divino@smartbooks.ph for my email, and my personal number is 0917-501-7044. So kindly drop a message if you are interested. Okay, check na natin, love. Baka meron kayong mga accounting and tax questions. Sayang, nandito yung mga natin, CPAs. Nahihiya. You can also turn on your mic if you don't want to type it here. O kaya Tagalogin nyo, feel free. It's okay. Okay. I'll give 1 minute before I close the session. Mukhang nagugutom na sila. They want to have lunch na. They can still cater one more question before I end the session. Kanta ka daw, love, bago sila mag-type. Kung kumakanta lang ako, I'm gonna sing a song. Okay, I think wala na, nasagot na lahat. Very informative yung most commonly asked or common mistake rather ni Miss May a while ago. And meron na rin tayong mga few questions kanina sa ating mga partners. Thank you very much for your time. Last check lang ako before I end the session. Ayan! May humabol. Last one. Okay, if I purchase goods from a non-BIR registered supplier, if the supplier issued a generic invoice or delivery receipt, is the amount of the item purchased deductible for the ITR purposes? I think magandang sagutin ito ng panelists natin. Ulitin ko yung question ha. So, at yung mga panelists natin, sila Sir Bong, sila Sir Sonny, sila Miss Annette, si Miss Tess Armada, si Sir Jose, inisa-isa ko na talaga, si Sir Joe, and Sir CJ. Raise your hand, please. So, if the purchase goods from a non-BIR registered supplier, if the supplier issued a generic invoice or delivery receipt, is the amount of the item purchased deductible for the ITR purposes? Sino kaya ang pwede mag-answer? Let's see kung sino naka-raise ng hand. Mag-aano ba ako? Magbibiglang tawag ako ng name? Sino ba? May naka-raise ba ng hand? Si Sir Jose.
Nag-partner si sina Sir Bong, I think si Sir Jojo, and Miss Kasata yung isa nag-raise kanina.
Okay. Since marami nang nasagot si Sir Jose, nag-raise pala si Sir Bong. Hindi ko napansin, sorry. Sir Bong, would you like to answer?
Okay, napakahirap na tanong nito.
Ang haba nga.
Yung unang statement, if I purchase goods from a non-registered supplier, unang-una non-registered na siya, no? So dapat kasi ang business should be, no? It's a requirement. Dapat BIR registered tayo. But syempre yung iba diyan kasi, like for example, restaurants, canteen, bumibili sa palengke, tindahan no? Although yung mga iba diyan, pag nag-issue ng resibo, nakasulat lang sa papel. Diba? Talong, 1 kilong talong, ganon, di ba? So ang question niya is it a deductible expenses for ITR purposes? CBR kasi merong invoicing requirement, no? For us to para maging deductible expenses. If we do not follow the invoicing requirements, most probably i-disallow ni BIR yan. But sinasabi ko sa mga client ko na mga karinderya, no, mga restaurant, isama na lang for internal FS. You can book it as your expense, but most probably i-disallow yan later on pag na-audit ka. Yan lang yun.
I see. So better to have it for your internal purposes para sure din tayo. Pero okay, thank you for that. Mahirap yung question na kahit ako hindi ko alam ko ano yung sasagot. Okay, I think wala na yatang hahabol. Wala na ba? All right. Our session has come to an end. Thank you again very much, everyone. We would like to thank all of our Faster Core members for accepting our invitation as our panelists and answering our queries. To everyone who have participated, thank you, and we hope you have learned something from this session. We'll send the recording to our participants in this session, and please don't hesitate to contact us or any of our Faster Core for any further questions. Again, thank you everyone. Kindly scan our QR for our social media accounts. Thank you. Bye everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, Miss Keith, Miss May.
Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Till next session again. Bye.